Marathon. So if you guys are unaware, Marathon and Bungie as a whole is being accused of plagiarism because, of course, they are, right? This is not the first time I've seen something like this happen. Artist accuses Bungie of plagiarizing work for the game Marathon, as if Marathon needed any more drama surrounding it. But, here we are. An artist has stepped forward and called out Bungie for stealing their work and using it in the Marathon closed alpha playtest. In April, Bungie hosted a playtest for Marathon, and the first impressions were mixed. One of the main complaints centered around the game's implementation of aim assist for mouse users, and some players argue that it made the game too easy. Yeah, I've talked about this many times. If you need aim assist as a keyboard and mouse user, you might as well just go back to a controller because you're doing it wrong. In response, Bungie announced that the mouse aim assist will be nerfed in Marathon's next alpha patch. Even with that promise, there are doubts about the game's future. But then it gets good. An artist who goes by the name N2 on X claimed the following: the Marathon Alpha released recently and its environments are covered with assets lifted from poster designs I made in 2017. Oh boy. I don't have the resources nor the energy to pursue this legally, but I've lost count of the number of times a major company has deemed it easier to pay a designer to imitate or steal my work rather than write me an email and to explain. In 10 years, I have never made a consistent income from this work, and I am tired of designers from huge companies mood boarding and parasiting my designs while I struggle to make a living. And to add it, the artist tagged Bungie and Marathon's art director, Joseph Cross, in the post, but Bungie has yet to issue an official statement. This is a developing story. We'll provide more updates. So I want to see what's actually going on here. Let me click the tweet. Give me 1 second. I'm going to click the tweet and we're going to bring it up and see what exactly is going down because he has all the picture comparisons. So this is N2. It says the Marathon Alpha released recently and its environments are covered with assets that he made in poster designs. He even tags Bungie and Joseph Cross. If you look here, oh, damn. He's not lying. Oh, man. It's literally word for word. Damn. Holy shit. Wait, so they just copy and pasted this shit, huh? It's on all three pieces. Holy shit. Wait, there's more. I mean, okay, the bottom one, he's got a point. The bottom one, he's got a point. Damn. Oh, that's his. Oh my God. They literally took his logo. They took his logo. It says literally my logo. Hold on. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Wow. It says literally my logo. Damn. I wonder what they're going to do about that. You can see from the poster here on the right side compared to the left. But, here's the thing, though. This right here, I feel like is so... Like, this shape, I don't know. If it wasn't for the other evidence, I'd be like, this shape, this arrow shape, I see this all the time. So, I'm not really down for this one. It's like, it's just arrows. You know what I mean? You know how many times, how many video games I've seen these kind of arrows before? But this is pretty obvious. It's the exact same strip that's here on the bottom. All they did was take the strip and put it on something else. Twice, by the way. The logo, like this is pretty damning. Right? And then let me make the other picture bigger. Hold on. So that we can look at this one too. Give me a second. That's the first one is obvious, bro. It's obvious. Like it's the fucking like same shit. Aleph, Dark Space, Haulage Logistics. It's the same fucking name. Aleph, Dark Space, Haulage Logistics. This is a 1-for-1 copy. But my question is why this guy? Why copy from this guy? I don't understand. Why copy from this guy? Why steal? Like, why steal this Aleph, Dark Space, whatever? Like, is that based off anything? Is it really this guy's work? Aleph, I'm sure it is. I'm just saying. Aleph, let me look it up. Aleph, Dark Space Haulage Logistics. I can't. No. Wow. No, that's his. Yeah, that's his. Shit. I guess, keep in mind, by the way, Ubisoft did the same exact thing in Assassin's Creed Shadows, where they stole artwork from a multitude of different sources, and they even stole a flag from a Sekigahara Corps in Japan. So not exactly very shocked to see this. It's something that they all do, which is kind of ridiculous because we live in a world where all these guys are using AI. And you mean to tell me in a world where you have access to AI, you're choosing to steal from another artist? It's not even like it's inspiration. It's a direct one-for-one copy. It's a direct one-for-one copy. It's like you couldn't use AI. If you were just creatively bankrupt, you can't just use AI. I don't know. I just feel like this is weird. I feel like there's something missing from this story. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go down his Twitter thread a little bit. Hold on. Let's go down the Twitter thread and let's see if we can find anything interesting. Bungie is, of course, not obligated to hire me when making a game that draws overwhelmingly from the same design language I have refined for the last decade. But clearly, my work was good enough to pillage for ideas and plaster all over their game without pay or attribution. Oh my God, he has more. He has more, bro. He has more. I feel like, I don't know. This one's a little bit weird because these are all just a bunch of fucking shapes. But the thing is, there are a bunch of shapes that when put together make his logo. You can literally see here the hammer logo or whatever this is. This is like a hammer logo, right? So considering his style is very like cyberpunk style. I can see why Bungie tried to steal from him. I don't have the resources or the energy to spare to pursue this legally. We already read that. Oh, damn. This is damning. Joseph Cross actually follows this guy. Joseph Cross over at Bungie follows this man on Twitter. And so does other people from Bungie as well. And they've never had communicate. Oh, damn. Okay, so he's not just a random dude then. They actually follow him. They follow him, which leads me to believe they definitely took some of those pictures. Damn. Fuck, man. You should definitely contact them and get this sorted out. I'm sure their legal team is on fire seeing this. Probably. How does this keep happening at Bungie? Seriously, it's like every year there's a new case of someone's art getting lifted. So this is what I was saying earlier. This happens a lot. This happens a lot with Bungie. This happens a lot with a lot of different studios. And like I said, Ubisoft got caught so many times during Assassin's Creed Shadows with multiple different things that were stolen off of people. This is the same exact thing happening over here with Bungie. And it's not the first time it's happened. It's going to keep happening until they get sued. That's really it's going to take a big lawsuit for Bungie to wake the fuck up and realize that perhaps you should not do that. You know what I mean? And my thing is, why even do that in the first place? Seriously, like I can understand getting inspiration. I can understand trying to take inspiration from different things you see, but you literally lifted it. You didn't even change the word, bro. You didn't change the name of the company. Nothing. It's the same fucking company he put on his poster. Like you couldn't even change the name. You couldn't even change the name. You put Aleph, same thing. I don't know, bro. That's not lazy. That's just being like ridiculous. I really don't know. I don't know. It's astoundingly short-sighted to pull assets like this. Not only are you probably going to get caught and dragged through the mud, but you're leaving so much potential value on the table by not just doing the right thing and hiring the artists. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. So anyway, ultimately, people are tagging Bungie now. They're asking to pay this man, which they're never going to at all, by the way. I hope people realize that. People are tagging Asmid Gold. People are tagging Ron fucking Coleman. Why is Ron Coleman being tagged in this? Why is Ron Coleman being tagged in this, bro? People said this game looked lazy, but this is cherry on top. So, you know, this is going to hurt the overall perception that was already hurt as it is when it comes to Marathon, because people were saying that Marathon looks lazy. You know, and I was one of those people, by the way. Like, it looks like a lazy, an overall just lazy, uninspired design that has a lot of nice, flashy neon lights to try to get you to go, ooh, ah. But then when you really look at it, you realize there's not much going on here. There's not much to really look into here. It looks pretty damn basic for the most part. But no, this is not nothing. Nothing is going to happen with nothing is going to happen with this. Bungie's not going to get sued. Bungie's probably not going to even pull it down. I doubt it. And if they do, I don't think they're going to issue a correction. I just don't think they want to be proven wrong like that. Me personally. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says you had me at flashing neon lights. I'm in. All right, Blue-Eyed Scorpio's in. We got one player for Marathon so far. All right, man. Let's move on to the next topic. That's basically it for Bungie and their plagiarism, as we like to call it.